Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. I know it's been a while, but today we have the 2012 Mercedes-Benz S550. Now, I got into this car. I've never driven an S-Class before. This is my very first S-Class. And I think I get it now. This car has a twin-turbo V8 under the hood, and it is quick. It's almost like when you floor it, it's like a plane taking off. It just throws you back in the seat. It's a really nice thrust to it. It's really, really kind of neat. You can hear the V8 rumbling away. I don't know, I'm really impressed with this car. And really, the special of today is depreciation. Now, with these cars, when they come out new, a lot of people lease these cars. So you can pick yourself up one of these with decent mileage and stuff like that, probably $30,000 for a really good example of one. This car, as it sits, get ready for this, is sub $20,000. This car is $18,000 listed at Prime Subaru right now. And that blows my mind. So let's go ahead, take a drive, see what this car's like, and just show you guys how much you can get for $18,000. This one is absolutely fully loaded. You have Harman Kardon audio, the beautiful dark wood trim. The seats are absolutely so comfortable. You have ventilated seats, heated seats, of course power door locks, got a little cubby hole here in the door. Back seat space, well, there's an absolute ton of it. You even have little vanity mirrors that fold down. In this center display, you have all different kinds of functions: auto locking, easy entry, multi-function contour seats. So as you're turning, the more you turn the wheel, the more the seat adjusts. It's really kind of neat. Also has massaging and all of that. You have ambient lighting, which really you can't show in the day. You have the rear sunshade, which I put down so I can see a little bit better. And then the best part about this is you control everything via this wheel, and then once you get to the end of the range, it provides some resistance. That I like. And even moving to and from settings, there's a little click so you can kind of figure out where you're gonna be. You can control the brightness of each individual screen. And then what I find really neat is, say you want the passenger to see what's on the screen. You turn it, and it turns to face the passenger. And then say, you don't want to look over as much, you can turn it to face you. That's really, really cool. You can raise and lower the vehicle here. So say you have a really big entryway, you can raise the vehicle up. Sport suspension. You can put the rear headrest down. Your in-car phone, I didn't know that was there. That's pretty neat. Your CD player, and I believe it even has DVD. I'm not 100% sure on that though. All your glove compartment features. Alright, enough rambling. Let's take this for a spin. Really nice thunk to get it into gear. And it sounds really good. I mean, it doesn't just sound okay. It sounds extremely good. And you also notice I'm whispering and you guys can hear me. It is extremely quiet in here. You can't really hear the outside world. It's very, very refined. And just to put everything in perspective, you can get a brand new Corolla, or you can get this. That is mind-blowing to me. This is a lot of car for $18,000. I mean, a lot. So the fact you can pick this car up today at Prime Subaru for $18,000 is really, really mind-blowing. I won't get into the maintenance costs, but if things were to go wrong, they might be more expensive than your base, you know, Toyota Camry and stuff like that, just due to the nature of this vehicle. But it's still great. The sound is magnificent. It almost sounds like a C63. It's really, really good. Steering wheel feels absolutely great in your hands. It's nice and contoured. It fits perfectly around my hands. You have paddles behind the wheel. You can say you're going down a big hill. You want some engine braking, you can go ahead downshift with those. It's not really performance oriented in the way that it will hold gears up until redline. It will keep you in that gear. It almost is like a limiter in a way. So say you put it in 3 and you come to a stop, it's not going to lock it in 3rd gear. But what it's going to do is not allow the car to shift past 3rd gear unless you get up to redline, and then it will auto shift up. I love the clock in the center console area. It's a beautifully well done. Also, another big thing is you have dual auto zones. So say the passenger wants a ton of air blowing on them and you just want it set for 68 and be fine, you can do that. This is one impressive car. I mean, come on. This is a bargain. Honestly, this is a bargain car. I mean, so I will be honest, if you were to buy this specific car, well, really any car, any S-Class at this year. So this one's a 2012, so this one's relatively new. I wouldn't say $18,000 and you're on your way, you know, and set the payments for $18,000. I would keep almost like $1,000 to $2,000 just in the back of your mind, just in case any maintenance issues. I'm not saying they'll come up. This is a German car after all. My grandmother owns a Mercedes C-Class, and that thing's been pretty bulletproof. But, for example, Rock came up and broke her fog light, and that was $700 to replace. So, parts are a little bit more expensive in a car like this. But for what you get, I mean, it's either you pay $100,000 plus new and expect everything to pretty much work, unless you get a lemon, which is still a possibility, or you pay $18,000 and you just factor in maintenance costs. I think I know which way I'd rather go. On that note, I want to thank Gary Smith at Prime Subaru of Manchester, New Hampshire. I'll leave a link to the website of the dealership as well as his email, so you can go ahead and ask him questions about any Subarus, any of the used inventory that's there, and he'll help you out. Thanks again to Prime Subaru of Manchester itself for allowing me to come out and film this car today. So yeah, it was a little bit different, almost more of a narrative while reviewing this car, showing people what you can get in the used market now. It's really amazing. You know, I remember when I was 12 years old, this car came out, and I was in love with this car. And it was something that if you owned this car in 2012, you were celebrity status at that point. You know, it wasn't something that everybody could afford. This was what a lot of people in Hollywood drove. So just the fact that somebody in the market for a Toyota Corolla can afford a car like this is really, really amazing, just due to depreciation. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.